Welcome back again, everybody. Aaron Prime 117 is here again, and welcome to part 2 of my last Christmas train ride. So, for the time being now, the train is now being pulled back to Pleasant Lake, and after all that ends, then soon, I'll do some last few bits of video and photo shots. That's with the locomotive that's in the train. Well, I probably won't be able to go all the way to where 6922 is parked on the train. But I'll do some shots in front of 1601 at least. And so far, my ride has been so much fun. I was chatting a lot within the Kichigami lounge part of the car, and there was so much going on, like all the chatting I was doing with a couple of rail vets and all, and other members. It was like a whole lot of fun. And now I'll talk more about that later on when I'm back at home. But for the time being, though, this ride has been a whole lot of fun. I've enjoyed myself, and I can't wait to get all the editing done when I finish it. I should have said that for the ending, but now the train is back underway, heading back. There's going to be a whole lot more to go on for the time being. Well, not to go on, but like to prep for at least. And with everything else and all, like I can see a whole lot more that happens and all with heritage preservation now. And once Santa comes walking back through again, it'll be good to see him again too. So I'm going to do some camera flip-flopping real quick out here, and then I'll probably head back to my seat and do some more filming and photos back there. But yeah, it'll be a whole lot of fun and all. So it is actually a lot of fun, so I don't have to say it like that, like the other one. But even though the windows are closed, you can get some good viewing out there at least. So let's show a little bit, shall we? If you can't see well enough out there, as the train is moving, don't feel too upset, because I'm doing the best I can though, with it being out here at night and all though. But if this window was open, I'd be able to see a lot better. But since it's pretty cold out there, that's part of the reason why. But from what I can say just by looking out here at least, the night sky is starred up a little bit though, and there's trees everywhere though. But we're moving along fine though for the time being. And more or less, but yeah, and we're just easily moving back along the line into the Pleasant Lake Depot, and more or less though, yeah, but still, it's all well and good. The fun of it just keeps on going and going, and it all feels so nice and all. And riding here in the Kichigami Pullman car, it's been a whole lot of fun. Festivities never end, and the fun keeps going. So, hi Kelly. Wish I had my camera facing the other way when Kelly walked right through. If you all don't know who Kelly is though, look him up on Facebook, look at YouTube with the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society, because he's a really good guy. And he was recently appointed, I think, an executive or a spokesperson for the group actually, and he was doing the special presentation or public speaking at one of the other rail museums here in Indiana, where in front of the New York Central's 3001 locomotive, announcing about the restoration that will be done to bring her back to operational condition, since this group acquired the Steel Fleet coaches. And that's actually the nickname, I believe, for the New York Central's passenger fleet, the Steel Fleet. Because the locomotives of New York Central were really tough, powerful, and full of good iron and steel. And chrome, I believe, too. Because they shined well, and they were good regular Hudsons and many other kinds, plus very good streamliners, too. And they all shined well, so that's part of the fun of it. And also, for now, that was all neat. And also, now I think I'm probably gonna end up going back to my seat momentarily to do some video shots from there, and then I'll come back to the vestibule again shortly, because I'm trying to make this as best as I can, and that's how it's mostly gonna be. But all of this has been a lot of fun so far, and I can't wait for more next year. And I'll get more about what's going on next year when I get home. as I've said when I do the ending. But yeah, so there goes the horn again. So we're probably passing through another crossing. But hey, that's all the fun of it and all. All as holiday specials roll on and all. But what can I say? That's a whole lot of fun for Christmas specials and heritage train rides. I plan to do a whole lot of them. So we'll soon see a whole lot more on how much fun it becomes. And yet, well, the fun just never stops. The magic is there, and together, you get a good experience like no other when it comes to the railroads. So whether on these short lines or when they're doing on Class 1, well, you just never know what could happen. But of course, the time being for it all, it's really going so well and all. So keep things hot, nice and holly and jolly. And keep up the fun and all, everybody. I'll be right back.
But I sat in a cornfield, and then I moved on to a soybean field.
Well, the train from Waterloo to Chicago, if it stays on, there's only 2 stops after Waterloo before you get to Union Station. So it's almost the same time as driving it, which is nice, you know. Unless, like last time.
A shorter distance between Fort Wayne and St. Louis than it is London to Paris. And that really sucks when you could do that in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
You really would like to have
I know.
some really nice transportation.
We're just watching Paris to Berlin. It's the first time I'll be connected since World War I think.
Oh, really?
For the train, it's opening this week.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna go direct for the first time that I've
Yeah, all around. Well, Europe has done always a better job in their train systems than we have, I think, right?
Well, we had trains, we got rid of them.
Yeah. Spring. It's enjoyable. It's nice, you know. It's
We
not
like our
as
cars.
cheap. We like our cars and independence. That's always the thing, you know. We can leave whenever we
I
want.
always think about that. All the trains in Europe are heavily subsidized by the governments to keep them going.
Uh-huh.
But so I live in the UK right now.
Oh, okay. The train originated in New York, so by the time it gets to Waterloo, then when we left Chicago, I think they were fine. I'm like, I don't know.
Because like an Amtrak take us to Washington D.C. to kind of go to New York, and that's where the train stopped at Union Station.
Yeah.
And my mom's brother-in-law lives in New York, Long Island, and he told us to get the ticket to get a straight right at the station to get to the subway area.
Okay.
I think that was a train too, wasn't it? Georgia got it all. Now, you said the train was clean that goes up and down the Pacific Coast.
Yeah, I used to commute twice a month to San Diego from LA.
Okay.
And it's terrible. You have to sit on this train that goes right along the beach for 2 hours, and just awful. I don't even want to commute.
Yeah, just.
All right, railroads run on caffeine and sugar. Who needs more sugar?
No, thank you.
Bread,
No,
bread,
thank
bread,
you.
bread, bread, bread.
But that was another train that got really good service.
Really?
And also,
Is this you?
Yeah, sorry.
it takes
Over to the side. I won't smash it, I promise.
Which means.
Well, if you get on 4 o'clock, whatever your train is, like you have a seat. If you get on a different train, you may or may not have a seat. But the later the night goes, there's usually more and more seats. But you can stop at like all the little towns between San Diego and LA. Like, there's a winery in this town. Do you want to stop for a taste and get on the train later?
I'm younger, but
First looking, I thought it's going to be really short.
Now this is neat. I don't know, but I think it's actually a block wall that blocks between the next one.
Yeah, this is the bigger one.
If you rent the place, it's a okay.
This is really big.
Yeah, it's good size.
He's got the light for
Your
everybody.
arm needs to be
That's
longer.
cool.
Did you?
Okay.
Wow, now that's impressive.
20 minutes to Buzz and Lake, and 20 minutes to Buzz and Lake.
Oh yeah.
Good size.
Looking at the bedrooms in this car, it was really impressive. Knowing how you could lease that stuff out like that and all though and use it on some of these specials, or not in these specials, but like for a special setup and all. It's very impressive and all. This business car, it's even better than I thought it'd be for all that, because I have never seen that in a while before on a train ride. Right. And like, I wonder how many more cars out there that are just like the Kichigami car are, and like, how do they all come together and all, like, and then there would be like experiencing that and all the fun of it and how all this like comes together there. And I gotta say, the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society has done so great in all of this and all. And then learning about more about what 765 had been doing since, and what the group's been up to. It all makes good sense. Oh, and it looks like we just rolled through Angola, and I just might have missed the depot, I think. Maybe not yet. I don't know. But we're coming through it, though. But still, that's part of it, just how it all goes. Oh no, wait, here it is now. I think. If you all can see all that out there and how it all goes. Just sound off in the comments of what you've experienced before on heritage preservation. It'd be good to know and get the feedback and all, because after all these kinds of fun rides and all will bring a lot of attention and everything else. There's like this little sign here, Kichigami Club. This car is reserved for Kichigami passengers only on first class. Oh no, wait, we're just going through Angola now, so then it'll be about 20 minutes until we reach the depot. So hold on one moment. I do apologize for the light again and all, but it's the best I can do for being out here, since I already filmed the last one going all in the lounge area. So pretty neat, slick, and everything else for wish some people were out here to watch this train go through. Be pretty neat and decent for all that. Oh, missed the depot on there, but yeah. But you all know how it goes. That's all it is. And the fun never stops. As a matter of fact, I just can't wait to see how much more comes out of this. Man, this train is bumping along the track and everything. Not bumping, gliding along the tracks. And all the fun just keeps on going and going. Whoa! Of course, rock and roll pulling down the line and all is just part of the fun. Like maybe from an old song, maybe. But if you know what I was about to be getting at, go ahead and sound off in the comments. Because then I'll give you a thumbs up. Well, if you got it right. So anyway, for that. But yet, there's still a whole lot out there. All taking pictures and video recording and everything else. Well, what can I say? I never get tired of this. And the fun and magic of all the Christmas celebrational fun that comes from riding these trains, along with the other seasonal specials, it's a whole lot of fun. And when I make more of them next year, and get into more of what's going on, that'll be worth showing. And when the ending hits, when I get home, it's going to be a really big one. Well, not as big as in time length, but just a great holiday ending to it all. And that's just how it's all going to go. So I'm going to head back into my seat momentarily and then just keep it going. So I just wanted to say one more thing and all. Happy holidays, everybody. And if you enjoyed all these videos I've made so far, you'll continue to enjoy more of what I post in the future. And I'll get more to that later on. Dang, all that crap, all that squeaking and all. But anyway, the ride will soon be done, and then it'll be time to head home. And good thing I'm off tomorrow too, because if I had to go into work tomorrow, I'd be so beat up, wouldn't I? But yeah, that's how it goes. So I'll be back shortly when the train returns to Pleasant Lake. So see you all real shortly. Well, actually, I'm not gonna just sign off though. I'm just saying like I'll be right back and all. But not as part 3. It's still part 2. What am I saying though? I'm still gonna be on though, so just keep it together. That should do it. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So it's 3 days, you know. And I'm in Des Moines overnight.
I know there's a lot of great places.
You're from
there, but
Chicago,
we
if you're
haven't-
from the region, because
haven't had the time.
back in my
I
day,
guess.
you got 3
You know, the thing
TV
is that
stations. And they were all from Chicago.
Oh no, yeah.
I lived in Fort
I
Wayne
got.
forever.
We got WGTN, like all the.
South Bend.
No, not WGTN. That's what we
But
do.
this
get.
last
What's the one?
week-
Sorry, WTP.
I went to TJ Maxx because
WBBM
they were
was
advertising.
Chicago.
Yeah,
But I went to
It was
Warsaw,
like
which
CBS or something.
Wherever.
Where,
West
where
of
was
Fort
Michiana?
okay.
No, Michigan is just in central Indiana, Michigan.
probably 30 miles
The whole
west.
northern region, South Bend would be the capital of Michigan.
Yeah, the TJ Maxx there was
But
really nice.
whatever Bozeman
Got
was
lots
first
of stuff.
broadcast would come to you get Bozeman,
And 3
Fort
days
Wayne.
later, then I
They're
went
local.
to
WGN.
the one in
WGN.
Fort Wayne. And I
But
went,
yeah, like the
Everybody-
superstation.
You'd feign being sick just to watch
I'm
Bozeman.
not buying.
You what?
Really?
I'd feign being sick, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was,
was
that was a
sick.
kid. Yeah, that was like
The
that
floors
was a
were
big thing. Like some parents, kids be like, oh, we're going to Chicago. We're going to be on this
Target
Bozo
was a
show.
little
Yeah.
dirty too at the
Right.
Fort Wayne one when I
That was
go
a huge
back.
deal.
Oh,
Closed on the
I don't think
floor
anybody
and
knows
stuff,
what
and I'm
Bozo is
like,
anymore,
but
I don't
I,
think so.
now I'm maybe I
Grand
want to
prize game and
yeah.
I was just
You
there,
mean the clowns?
so my daughter lives in one of my daughters
Besides
lives in
Bozo.
Downers
I
Grove.
remember the guys.
And we went to that one. It was really nice,
Oliver?
but almost
There's a
so
magical
overwhelming to me. There was so
Yeah, he
much
was a little
stuff.
strange.
I
Yeah.
don't shop like that.
But that's why that
anymore,
you remember
know?
when you're like,
The one thing I got to Warsaw
There's
on
Oliver
TJ
the
Maxx because I'm
Clown.
interested best.
I went from
So the train is nearly back.
coming here.
No, actually, we're arriving at the
Chicago
depot any
here.
minute, so we'll be really shortly till I get off. So
So we used to call that
more lights and everything and all.
Okay.
Michigan is the whole like.
Yeah,
Well,
whatever
but
we
yeah,
took it.
it's been a whole lot of fun so far. So I've had a lot of fun riding this special and getting to see what it feels like to ride this business Pullman car. And
Yeah.
there's been it's been a fun experience. So
you're now in southern
Yeah.
Indiana.
now it's time to bring this thing to a close and
You did
about ready,
do the
about ready to disembark.
serious customers that like me.
Yes.
No, these are a little bit smaller.
It'll be a city spot.
What's this?
Yeah.
It doesn't save you any time,
No,
That one is nice. That
but
one.
Yeah.
they can pick up on their ship and sit
Yeah.
there. Kids in.
it's, you know, in that lake, it's pretty,
Santa's gonna
pretty
throw us off the train.
I think so.
rough.
We should have brought this out first before the
You can't.
cookies.
For the sugar?
Yeah.
Other times
There's Williamsburg, Virginia, and
He
then
should put this in his vehicle when he's going to.
there's a
Exactly.
place
I hope
there,
they don't throw
there's
it
a
out.
ferry that goes,
No, when he goes to
Virginia.
Alabama, you know.
Yeah.
and I did that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Got his own
Wow, here it comes.
That was a
gauntlet. All right, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Any quick pictures before I go? Thanks for coming to see us.
We're good? All right, oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure, okay? Be good. You be good. Why? Why? Hey, that's a good answer. I like that.
Why start now?
Are you there visiting for Christmas?
Here we go. Thank you.
How long have you been visiting?
Well, farewell to the Kichigami Pullman car. It was so good to be in this lounge. And then heading up this way. Farewell. Well, now to the boots area. Farewell to the rest of the trains, and it's time to go. Well, let's take a few photo shots outside real quick. We can then get out. And it's been one fun-filled experience.
Brace yourself. It's easy. Thanks for riding. I appreciate it.
Great job.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. Have a good one, my man. Thanks for riding.
Yep.
Well, we can't stop now.
Well, Merry Christmas to one and all. Farewell to the cars, to 2216, and especially here to the Kichigami car, because that was so much fun. This was a really fun ride. And I can't wait to see how much more comes on for next year. Farewell to the Pleasant Lake Depot. Done with gifts and everything. And the season has come to a close. It was so much. Walking out along the Roanoke car and then walking up to 1601 and ending the day. They're letting pressure out. Well, that's probably, I don't know, the lavatory or water pressure. But this has been one fun ride. And thank you to the leading locomotive, Northeastern Indiana 1601, for leading the train well. And it's the end of the day and all too. So let's end it all well now, shall we? Take some shots here. Very good. It has been a fun experience. And thanks to 1601 here for filling in for 358, even though she's not fully decorated, but it's all good and well. And the fun of all heritage preservation runs on well. Hell, thanks to the Indiana Rail Experience, the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society, working together with 765. And all the other stuff that goes on and all, it's all been a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see a whole lot more for next year. And I say that quite a lot now, don't I? But even so, these experiences have been so much fun, and I can never get enough of it. And if my career in Disney doesn't go according to plan, and I have to make my career in Michigan, it means coming out a whole lot more for excursions on the Indiana Rail Experience, and more when 765 having 358 get to go out on good runs together, maybe even longer runs too. But I'll make good with what I got for now, and make sure this all goes well for the end of the day. So until then, everybody, now I'm gonna head back to my car and get ready to go home. It's gonna be a long drive back home, so when I get home, I'll do the ending and call it a night. And have a nice good long rest. So thanks for watching this piece and all, and I'll see you all once I get home. I'll be back before you know it. Wait, so see you soon. Farewell 1601 and 1622. Who the fun never ends with the Indiana Rail Experience, and you all work well with 358 and 765. Can't wait to see what else comes for next year. Merry Christmas to all the diesels and the steam locomotives. Well, all the diesels in 765 that work on this line and all around. Happy holidays. And now it's time to head home. So after saying that, after all, I got to redo this one more time. So since I'm not ending it right there, so wave goodbye to the train, everybody, and get ready to wave goodbye to the rest of everything that happens and all until next year. Here for more fun and excitement. So let's head home. And man, I'm gonna be worn out and all by the time this is all finished. But then again, it's always worth it and all when it comes to all this kind of fun, isn't it? But yeah, everyone is now, cars are driving off, and because the train has come to an end. It was really fun to do all this, and then when I get home, like I said earlier, I'm going to do the closing, call it a night. And that's how it will all end. And so, see you all soon. Whoa, Nelly. Home at last. The final run on the Indiana Christmas special was a whole lot of fun. And I hoped you all liked the inside of the Kichigami Pullman car I was riding, because I really loved it. Those boots looked pretty cool, and the lounge seats I was sitting in were so cool. Well, and the holiday treats along with the salami, pepperoni, and cheese and crackers, which is charcuterie, I believe correctly. It was delicious. The car was so comfortable, and getting to see some more of it and all too, which were like the beds and all that were in it too for show. That was really neat. And how you can also lease that car out for special charters when you can make an arrangement. There's going to be a whole lot more going on with all this, and I can't wait to ride that car again. Originally, I was thinking of only riding the Centerver car, which is one of the elephant cars on most of the runs next year. But I'm going to try to alternate between the Kichigami car and that one. And hopefully I'll maybe include Paul Revere here though too. And maybe Silver Diner, or if it's up and available. But maybe I can make that happen on the ice cream trains. Means if I book more than a few. Not to mention, with all the fun that comes and goes with all these specials, it's a whole lot of fun and all. And I do apologize though for the way the filming was going though, with the screen reflections, but it was all I could do though. Had the vestibule window been opened, and I would have been able to get better viewing of the footage, but I did the best I could, so don't judge me too badly on that. And I hope, and also, like, when I was there on site at the station, though, chatting with a couple of families that were in line was pretty neat too, giving them the description of the train ride, right, and all the other fun-filled things I've ridden on when it comes to railroads, like the Disney Railroad and all, and Cedar Point. That was interesting to say, and telling them, and one of them asking me if I do YouTube, which I told them as well. Oh, and I even gave one of their kids a few good pointers. Here's for if they ever go to Disney ever. But of course, that was part of the fun and the magic. And after all, it never ends, does it? Now, a little bit more to that Kichigami car. I originally thought that car was only in for the remaining of the season, and it would be going back to New York at the end of the year. But apparently it's not, because the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society acquired it. And I was so impressed when I learned about that on the 21st, after getting some gifts for my family. Not to mention, and that car is a nickel plate road original business car, used a long time ago during the nickel plate's golden time. And there were some things the conductor on board told us about the car, or like how they redid it and refurbished it. No, not how they did it though, but how it was refurbished a while back. And how do I put this? Like, there were some alterations made and all to the ceiling and all, which was neat. And the way they were running it and all was pretty interesting as well. Not to mention, like, the way it all goes, it's very impressive on how they run things and all, and how they put this all together, because the way I see it, they're actually the one heritage group here in the Midwest that actually really know how to put together either their specials and what's the best way to put this? I'd say they're the number one nonprofit around. Like, I thought the same bit for Railroad and Heritage of Midwest America, but I have yet to experience something with them. But maybe when 3985 is fully restored, if she makes a run to Michigan ever, or that'd be interesting, because as the Midwest line operates, the Midwest as trackage really does have a good distance for her to run. It'll be good to see her one day along with Centennial 6936 when that comes, and maybe 5511, but I'd probably have to go all the way out to Silvis to see 5511. But like I said, I've got a lot more heritage to ride with sometime down the road, and many other things. But also, actually, I know I said some of the stuff that I learned from the conductor here I would tell in the ending, but instead I'm gonna make another video. Probably on around closer to New Year's. Well, actually, it's only a few days. It's only maybe a week or so before New Year's. But maybe if I get a chance on Monday, which is my next day off next week, if I have enough time, I could possibly make another video or depicting for the end of the season and what I've learned that could be a good chance of happening for next year with the 765. Yeah, I'm going to save that little bit though, but still. There's going to be a whole lot more rides going on next year, though, and hopefully some other stuff, too, that's happening as well. Hell, maybe even some special charters. But yeah. And seeing Santa on board with the Kichigami car, that was really good, and taking another picture with him. Getting it all together and all, and learning and also his little speech about coal and all, that was really impressive. Not to mention understanding how it's for kids, how it's for bad kids, so they can learn a little lesson and all, and understand how to be good for next year. But also the warmth and all that it's used, although for burning and all that mentioning was pretty neat too. It had me laughing, and feeling pretty impressed. And I can't imagine more of how it could have gone, but I was very impressed on this one. And man, being in that lounge seat in the Kichigami car, it felt so relaxing. Like in heaven a little bit, too. And I can't wait for more as well. Plus, chatting with a few of the other passengers on board was pretty neat. And a retired veteran as well. That was, pretty neat and all. And that veteran and I talked a little bit about more of heritage that we've been on and what we've seen. And he also told me a little bit what he's seen about with 611 and a handful of other locomotives too. And he's got it pretty neat as well. After all, heritage preservation is so attractive and all, no matter what you do and all, you can't beat it. Sorry, I'm just getting a little lightheaded and all, but to finish things up and all, though, I can't wait for more runs next year, and I can't wait for the next set of Christmas rides next year, because I plan to make a little more out of them too, and plenty of steam excursions for next year as well. Though I really got to get ahead of the booking and all, so I can make sure to make the right arrangements. Plus, maybe there'll be some more family coming along too. But anyway, I had a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope your holidays are going really well. So for the time being, I want you all to make sure to keep things going well, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of what I post. Because there's going to be a whole lot more coming, as I always put it, which I'm still working on too. But it is going smoothly. So remember, like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment and on the post down below. And keep going smoothly. Everybody, it's been a wonderful season, and I'm gonna get these videos edited, and all of them uploaded. So keep it together, everyone, and I will see you all again soon. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I hope you all have a nice new year. And I will see you all again soon. Aaron Prime 117 signing off. Merry Christmas and a good night.